What is $400,000 going to get you in Fort Worth, Texas? Well, that is what we are talking about today. So if that's your budget and this is a city that you're interested in, then this is the video for you. So stick around. Hey everyone, my name is Danae Hewitt and I am your go-to DFW Realtor with Brico Realty Services. On my channel, I talk to you about all the things real estate when it comes to contract and negotiations and what things mean. And then lately on my channel, I've been going through different cities of DFW and showing you what you can get for your money and why you should probably move to that city. So in this week, we're talking about Fort Worth. I haven't done a full city tour of Fort Worth because literally that could be 10 videos. There is so much to do in this city. And right now I am in downtown Fort Worth at the convention center. And it is just, even for a Tuesday morning, afternoon, it is still hustling and bustling down here. You've got people walking to and from work. There is a ton of entertainment down here, lots of restaurants. I love coming to downtown Fort Worth when I can. Right now in May of 2022, the average price home that sells in this city is selling for right at $404,000. So that's why I chose the $400,000 price point to talk about, because it's just right at the average or a little bit above the average sales price home. I love doing these videos for you because I also do a little bit of research to give you some information. And so this is a stat that I live close to this area. Why would I ever know this? But Fort Worth covers 355 square miles. I mean, that's huge. There are 20 different school districts that feed into the city of Fort Worth. And of course, Fort Worth ISD is one of them. Let me show you house number one. So this house is listed at $409,000, which is just a couple $1,000s more than the average price home that is selling for in May of 2022 in Fort Worth. This is also going to be the smallest home that I'm going to show you. It is 1,564 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom with a detached 2-car garage. And there it is right there. This home was built in 1939. Definitely back then, they didn't have the open concept styles. They had a lot of their living rooms was separate from the dining room, was separate from the kitchen. Lots of walls, lots of walls. So you can tell in this home that they have done some updating since 1939, of course. It looks like they've got the original hardwood floors, which I absolutely love. If you're ever renovating a house, if you can keep those original hardwood floors, then keep them, try to keep them. So it looks like these are still the original, but of course some other updates have been done, but not probably people's style right now. They would probably want it to be a little bit more modern update, and maybe tearing down some of those walls, maybe part of that update as well. But this whole neighborhood looks like all of these homes were built in the early 1900s. Some of them have done some updating to it, like they've painted the brick on the outside of the house, which that's something that we've just now seen in the last few years. There's some siding on the outside of people's houses here, so you're definitely going to walk through this neighborhood and your house is not going to look like the house next door and the house next door and the house next door. But overall, a lot of the homes look to be in decent shape and well taken care of. This whole neighborhood, I'm loving these tree-lined streets. There's just lots of trees, which I like that. I think that gives the neighborhood a little bit of character. And so this house is actually pretty close to the Fort Worth Botanical Gardens, as kind of like a landmark for those of you that are thinking about the Fort Worth area. And on the other side of the freeway is going to be the Fort Worth Zoo. All right, let's move on to house number two. I'm really excited to show you guys the last house on our tour today. We are in a prestigious historic neighborhood in Fort Worth called Mistletoe Heights. This home I'm about to show you was built in 1921. It is 1,956 square feet with 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, no garage, but it does have a detached 2-car carport. So this home is at the top of the price range that I'm showing you, that $400,000 price range. But as you can see, the inside of this home hasn't been updated at all. It does look like they have really maintained the integrity of the home from the 1920s, with like the casing around the door frames and the windows, and looks like those original hardwood floors that I know I've been telling you about. I actually love how it's set up a little bit higher on the street. You've got that guard rail there, of course, as you are walking up the stairs. But to give you a little bit of context, like if you were to purchase this house and do some updates to it, what potentially could you sell it for? Or how much value would you add to your house? So a couple of houses down, there is a house for sale. It's a little bit bigger and it does have a garage, which gives it a little bit more value than just the carport. So that home is currently for sale for $675,000. And that home has been completely renovated on the inside. And I love the renovation of that house because they still kept that historic charm with it as well. And of course, gave us some modern things that we like in this century. So if that's something that you guys wanted to do, is purchase this home, do some updates to it, and stay in the home, then you know that you're going to get quite a bit of value out of doing those renovations, because the home across the street is for sale for $275,000 more. So just a little context for you. This neighborhood is really close to downtown Fort Worth, not too far from the Fort Worth Zoo, and just absolutely loving the location. Close to major freeways, so you can definitely get north and south really quickly from this house. Did you guys get any value out of seeing this video? Is this the price point you're looking in? Is this the area you're looking in? Well, if that's the case, let me know, and let's see if this video over here might interest you. All right, you guys have a great day, and I will see you next week.